So basically, Uncle Mike was Michael Irvin. We call him Uncle Mike, but Michael Irvin, former Cowboy Hall of Fame wide receiver. He kind of had a little rant in response to a podcast.
Word.
Where they talked about one of his former teammates. Former corner, all
Right.
time great corner, current head coach of the University of Colorado football team, Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually on another former NFL player, New York Giants running back,
Two-time Super Bowl champion.
Two-time Super Bowl champion, big fella, Brandon Jacobs podcast.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And his guest, gentleman by the name of Ronald Dillon, who was a former HBCU
co-host, I believe, but
yeah. His co-host. All right, yeah. I'm sorry, his co-host. He made some comments along the line. Now, mind you, he was a football player himself. He played in the HBCU in the SWAC conference.
SWAC.
Yeah, that conference and all that. And it's like the SWAC and the MEAC, whatever if you know, right? The HBCU. And but either or, he made some comments along the lines of saying, pretty much receivers the Deion would have a hard time guarding the receivers of today. Is that correct? Is something along those lines?
Yeah, something to that extent, and then he used the receivers of his time as an example, and he, what I'm saying, threw Michael Irvin name out there. It's, what I'm saying, and it was to the point where, look, all right, so some basically saying that he would like to see him deal with the receivers of today because they're a little bit more elusive in the route running, and they're a little bit more loose in the hips or whatever. No Diddy, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to running routes or whatever. And then he said that a lot of those guys was physical and more possession receivers back then, whereas though they wasn't breakaway fast, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And then he used Michael Irvin, and I'm pretty sure he threw Jerry Rice's name in there because the way Michael Irvin reacted to that was like, you talking about the two most accomplished receivers. We talking about, you know what I'm saying? We talking about that.
They ain't run fast back then, apparently.
Right, yeah. So, and then, I mean, to remind niggas, Prime ran a 4.2. So if you not running 4.3, 4.2, you're not gonna look fast against a nigga that running 4.2.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, these niggas was able to do what they did regardless. You know what I'm saying? In that era, when Prime was defending them and shit like that. The point that I think that he was making is that these guys now are more athletic than the guys back then. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if we gonna really talk about it, right? My thing is this though. You name me something that those guys have done to accomplish the same thing that Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice had accomplished at those ages. By those times, they were champions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they were champions. Say he ain't swag. But yo, like, yeah, he got that red cup out. You know how Jay get when he get that red cup out. But you got like, all right. So you tell me how you feel about the fact that he think that, for one, these guys are already better than Hall of Famers. Like, cause he's saying, in my opinion, that the niggas that you went against ain't on the same level as the niggas that's doing it right now, even though their career hasn't fully been written yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, he tripping. Like, this right here is where I would insert the Nas Ether beat, and I would say, Ronald Dillon, you ain't shit.
Right? No, I ain't mad at that.
Because, first off, how you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't get in.
You never got in.
So the last time I checked, not said it never happened, or it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen very often where SWAC players or HBCU players get drafted to the NFL at all, let alone be a Hall of Famer, let alone be the best at your position in NFL history. So that's what you're talking about, a guy who was the best at his position in NFL history. He ain't got a regular gold jacket.
That's a fact. Yeah, he the top of the top. Like when we talking about, and it's so funny, I was looking for pictures to do thumbnails. I had the picture of our all-time team up there.
Right.
And both of us got prime time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on our team.
Now, I'm not saying he's not entitled to his opinion because, I ain't sweat. I ain't
right.
All that.
Right.
But some things are just common sense, bro. No. First off, 4-2 is 4-2.
4-2 is 4-2, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. So 4-2 in 1977
Right.
is the same thing it is in 2025.
Facts.
That's number one, right? So it's not like very many of these guys are faster than Deion. 6'2" back in 1973 is the same thing it is today.
Right.
And if you really want to, judge something, again, I would maybe look at like his, his cone, 3-cone drills, shuttles, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Because again, football is not played in a straight line, and Deion didn't have a problem getting the receiver to the ground. And a lot of times he can keep up with the receiver. It's what your quarterback going to do. So we talking about J.J. McCarthy and Jake Browning.
Yeah.
And these are the guys who represent the two best receivers in the NFL today.
Yeah, right now.
Deion would have a problem.
And if you're really talking, you're talking Carson Wentz and Jake Browning. If you're really talking, you know what I'm saying?
Or maybe Joe Flacco, whoever the hell they're gonna play.
Right.
But,
right.
And you telling me Deion would have a problem with basically Carson Wentz, J.J. McCarthy, Jake Browning, or Joe Flacco?
Right.
He's having a problem because that's what he's really. I can keep up with these guys, so I can peek in the backfield and see what the hell's going on.
Right. No doubt.
And considering that I'm taller than both of those guys, and I'm probably stride for stride down the field, I'm faster than these guys. I have no problem getting either one of these guys. Come on, man.
Just as athletic, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Y'all gotta stop playing with Prime, bro. He wasn't just a corner, bro. He was an athlete.
And not for nothing, when it was all said and done, he has a gold jacket. No offense to these, they're on a hell of a run. But people gonna think I'm crazy when I say, well, you know who else was on a crazy run? About 3, 4, 5 years into Odell Beckham, where he at now.
Bro, I told niggas that for he had like a crazy 3.5 years, bro.
Yeah, no, but think about it. We consider, but even after those like 3 to 4 years, we still considered Odell Beckham, even when he was hurt. He's still one of the best receivers in the league. And the reason I'm bringing that up is you don't know where these guys are going to end up. We understand Deion's already at the finish line. So to say that, he can't guard these guys is a little weird. We don't know who these guys really going to be when it's all said and done. Right? Bro, he actually brought something up.
To belittle,
go ahead.
To belittle the previous guy, because I think that's the real issue. Because I don't think he never said that he couldn't guard those guys. I think he said he would like to see him guard those guys rather than the guys that he guarded back then, type shit. So to belittle the greatest receiver of all time, and I'm talking about Jerry Rice, you know what I'm saying, in this aspect and shit, it's crazy to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to guard Jerry, Irvin, Carter. Even later into his prime, he had to go against T.O. and Randy Moss. Bro, the top 3 receivers of all time, Jerry Rice, and depending on who you are, it goes T.O., Moss, T.O. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
so
let me ask you a question. Who you think, if you had to pick, who you think better? Patrick Surtain Jr. or Darrelle Revis?
Darrelle Revis.
So with that being said, if that's your opinion, and I'm talking to you, these guys have problems with Patrick Surtain. Now, Darrelle Revis had one of the best statistical seasons in covering receivers.
Prime receiver, I'm like all-time receivers, nigga. What y'all talking about? Y'all want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Right, and it's so interesting because
Megatron.
Right, Terrell Owens,
Randy Moss,
Chad Johnson,
Chad Ochocinco, Terrell, Eldorado Owens, motherfucker.
Right.
Steve Smith.
Matter of fact, I'll give you. So the season we're talking about is in 2000. In 2009, he had with Darrelle Revis, they had this thing called Revis Island.
Revis, he would have had a country in this day and age.
and what made this season that he had so great is because of the receivers, the names that he had to guard that year. So I'm going to actually run some of these names off for y'all from that season. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk your shit, bro.
Andre Johnson from the Houston Texans.
Hall of Famer.
4 receptions for 35 yards.
Lockdown.
Randy Moss. New England Patriot, Randy and Moss.
All-time great Hall of Famer. Top 3, not 3. Maybe.
4 catches, 24 yards.
Lockdown.
Who else did he have? God dang, well, let me see. Terrell Owens.
Hall of Famer. All-time great. Top 3.
3 catches, 13 yards.
Lockdown.
He had Randy Moss again.
Hall
5.
of Famer.
Right, maybe he paid him twice because they was in the same division.
Yeah, same division.
Second time for Randy Moss, 5 catches, 34 yards. Randy did have 1 touchdown.
Lockdown. He got the tutty lockdown. I don't hear that.
Steve Smith, Carolina Panthers.
Senior. Hall of Famer.
1
I don't know
catch,
if he
5
made it yet,
yards.
but he's a Hall of Famer.
1 catch, 5 yards. That's
Lockdown.
Right. Roddy White.
Guantanamo Bay type shit.
Roddy White, Atlanta Falcons. Remember him?
He was getting busy in 09. Go look him up.
Ask somebody, right? You know what I mean? That's what he did against him. Look, he was the one that got off, right? You know what I mean? Because he's shutting everybody up. He was the one to get off, right? Get busy a little bit. No. He had goddamn. What did Roddy White do? 2 catches for 16 yards, right?
That's 2 more catches than what Steve Smith had. Go ahead.
You're damn right. Reggie Wayne, remember that guy? Reggie Wayne,
hell yeah.
at the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
He had 3 catches for 33 yards.
All time. He's an all-time receiver too. You know what I'm saying? All-time receiver too.
Yeah. So I mean, and these are just some of the names from that.
And that's just 09. We ain't even talking about 2010. Dez Bryant, Julio Jones, other players that he was.
I ain't done. It's more. That's the crazy part. It's more. You remember Marcus Colston?
The possession receiver from the Saints, aka Drew Brees' favorite target.
Yeah. Guess what he did? 2 catches for 33 yards. Now, mind you, Darrell Reeves is only about 5'11". This guy was like 6'5". He had 2 catches for 33 yards.
So you remember that? Darrell Reeves was 5'11". Marcus Colston was what?
Marcus Colston? Oh, he's 6'5".
6'5".
235 pounds.
Come on, bro. And you running with these niggas, you jumping with these niggas, and they getting 1 catch, 2 catches. Come on, bro.
And speaking of running, again, remember Ted Ginn Jr.?
Ted Ginn Jr.? Yeah, I remember Ted Ginn Jr. He ain't had no hands.
Yeah.
He can run like a motherfucker.
Run like a motherfucker. Miami Dolphins, 2 catches, 33 yards.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing at all.
Like
Louis Murphy, remember him?
Nah, I don't remember Louis Murphy.
Don't even matter. 4 catches, 48 yards. Tony O'Brien, remember him? Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, former Dallas Cowboy.
I'm about to say former Dallas Cowboy, yeah.
2 catches, 22 yards.
He was an 88 that actually didn't work out. People tend to forget.
Yeah. And I mean, Chad Ochocinco, guess what he did?
What, 3 for 36?
No catches, no yards.
Damn.
So that's how in that, right? So
he said that's not Reeves Island, that's Reeves Prison.
Yeah, you know he ain't get a catch nor nothing. He was just shut out of the whole game. So
but that's what he did against those guys. And look, he mentioned Chad as a person that he said that he would like to see Prime go against and shit.
Let me ask you this. I already asked you think better between Pat Surtain and Darrell Reeves. Now I just gave you those numbers from that historic season. Who would you take? This is you again. Reeves or goddamn Deion Sanders?
I'm taking Deion Sanders every time.
Okay. And the guys of that time had enough trouble with him. And the guys we consider the best, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, all played Deion. Throw Mike Irvin in there too, goddammit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What are we talking about?
Because say what you want about Mike, he is, I think, the second most accomplished receiver of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
when we talking about awards and Super Bowls and shit like that, nigga, you better put some respect on that man.
Man, listen, brother, respectfully.
Y'all say that about, Jerry played fucking 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Some records that he have is going to be untouchable because of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Put some respect on my man Prime name, bro.